Hey everybody. In that last video, I said see you Wednesday. I lied. I forgot we had one more activity for Tuesday. The talk. So we've got determining proportionality from tables and graphs. I'm going to do 1, 2 for you guys, and we're going to talk about this first one. And then we're going to go ahead and look at the possibility of whether or not these data sets are proportional. That'll be the work that you'll do on your own. So a couple of things. It says, how are all graphs that display direct proportional relationships the same? We've talked about this. It's got to start at the origin, right? So start at origin. Okay. It has to have a linear relationship. Okay. And so basically right there, if you see those two things in the graph, you're automatically starting to think it's linear. It starts at the origin. This must have direct variation, which means it must be a proportional relationship. So it says sketch a graph that displays a proportional relationship. I did it right there as well. Right there. You can use anything here. Time is a very common one. I've used books reds before. I could use um, uh, time would be, a really good one for driving, right? So distance. So we talk about that every mile we go. For 1 mile, we go 60 miles, right? All right, sorry, 1 hour. We go 60 miles. Okay, so that would be just a very easy, simple example, sketched graph of a proportional relationship. Okay. Um, Now, the one thing we didn't cover up here that we're going to talk about next is that direct variation, right? So we have to get the same thing for every x over y, it has to equal a constant c. Or for every y over x, it has to equal constant c. Okay. And so when we look at an example of just data without the graph, we're not really sure if it's linear. We don't know anything, right? So we can just start by doing, I'm just going to add a column here and call it y over x. Okay. And go ahead and calculate these. This is just 10 over 1 or 10. This is 11 over 2. This is 13 over 4, and this is 14 over 5. Now, all of these are different values. None of these are equivalents. So this is not proportional. So now your job is going to be to create an extra y over x or x over y, okay, relationship, and for all of these. Okay. So you'll be doing this work and comparing to see if any of these are proportional. Now, remember, the origin's the origin. That is the one exception of spots that will not have the same constant. So good luck on this. I'll be back with the answers.